Hey Beaufort County, I'm Destiney, the county's naturalist and nature enthusiast. Join me today as we take it outside. The Lowcountry is often described in beautiful ways. The breathtaking view of our lavish salt marshes, long sandy beaches, and the pristine forest all illustrate the charm of Beaufort County. But what about the not-so-lavish or breathtaking natural debris scattered along trails, littered on beaches, or even in your backyard? Let's take it outside this February and give a little love to the not-so-loved dynamics of our environment. Currently, I am walking with you through Altamaha Town Heritage Preserve, one of Beaufort County's natural preserves located south of the Broad River. As we walk along this 3/4 of a mile trail, you may notice there's a lot of natural debris, such as dead leaves, fallen trees, and standing snags. This debris is a common sight on many of the county's nature trails and can sometimes lead to concerns and questions regarding paving trails, building boardwalks, or grooming the woods. Rest assured, the decaying debris is an intentional land management practice used to support a healthy and diverse habitat for the abundance of wildlife we sustain here in Beaufort County. As we look out past the trail and through the trees, one of the first things you'll probably notice is the abundance of leaves that cover the forest floor. This blanket is often referred to as leaf litter and is made up of dead organic materials that have fallen from various types of trees, shrubs, and other plants. Leaf litter is essential for many forms of life, including insects, reptiles and amphibians, different types of bird species, and even the plants that depend on nutrient-rich soils. When these dead leaves fall to the ground, many different decomposers, such as earthworms and snails, begin their feast to break down the complex organic materials and simplify the nutrients so they may be recycled into the soil. Some of these nutrients include calcium, nitrogen, and phosphorus, all of which are important substances for plants to absorb as they grow. On top of breaking down organic materials, decomposers and the other small insects that take refuge in the leaf litter attract many types of ground-feeding birds, like sparrows and wrens, as well as reptiles and amphibians who may be known to dine on a bug or two. Outside of the production of food and healthy nutrients, this blanket of leaves provides warmth and moisture for many types of wildlife as they hunker down through the winter and anxiously wait for spring to return. One of my favorite things to stumble upon while on a trail is a fallen tree, just like this one here. Trees like these hold a lot of value on our forest floors. As they decay, they create shelter for wildlife such as birds, insects, and amphibians, and small mammals, offering nesting sites and protection from predators. In wetlands and along shorelines, fallen trees help prevent erosion by acting as natural barriers that slow water flow and trap sediment, stabilizing the soil. Much like the leaf litter, decomposing wood also enriches the soil with nutrients, fostering the growth of fungi, mosses, and other plant life that support the food web. In aquatic environments, submerged logs provide essential habitat for fish and crustaceans while contributing to water quality by filtering out pollutants. It's not uncommon for folks to see a dead tree like this and wonder why it's still standing, and they often assume that it's best to preemptively cut them down. But for our natural environment, snags or dead trees are essential, many of which, just like the other types of organic debris we've covered, provide critical habitat, food, and ecological benefits. While observing these standing trees, I often notice there are sometimes large holes present in the trunk. These holes indicate that there's a chance someone is living inside, as these snags often serve as nesting and roosting sites for cavity nesting birds like woodpeckers, owls, and chickadees, as well as bats and small mammals. As they decay, they attract insects and fungi, which in turn support a diverse food web, benefiting birds, amphibians, and other wildlife, while also restoring essential nutrients back into the soil. Much like fallen trees, snags contribute to water retention and erosion control by stabilizing soil with their remaining root systems. Additionally, dying trees can serve as natural perches for raptors and other predatory birds, aiding population balance among species. Are you feeling inspired by your newly found love and appreciation for decaying organic matter? Designate a bit of nature in your own backyard or garden this fall and leave the leaves, fallen twigs, and any other type of debris you might acquire. If you'd like to go a step further and start recycling food waste along with your yard debris, start a compost bin. The Beaufort County Public Works Department is a great place to find all of the resources and information you might need to get started. For a more personal educational experience, join me on the next scheduled Trail Talk, where we'll walk a trail much like this one here and discuss all of the fun and exciting things we see. The Land Preservation Nature Program schedule is available online at beaufortcountysc.gov or posted weekly on our Beaufort County Facebook and Instagram pages. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you the next time we take it outside.